we spoke about like high moments, right? High moments, like, pivoting. Like we spoke about, like you had your 5 friends, your first gig, didn't get paid. When do you go to, like, you know what? Like I could potentially be going. Like, what's your highlight moment as a DJ?
As a DJ, dude, it has to be Diplo back to back in Vegas. That
Yeah.
was huge. It
Yeah.
was the
Oh my
craziest
god.
fucking thing
You're talking about
ever.
the Diplo,
Deep, yeah, Diplo,
like Diplo,
Diplo, like
Diplo.
major,
The
major laser, like that type
Yeah.
of guy who, you know,
right, right.
fucking.
I'm just making sure we're talking about the
No, we're
right
talking,
guy,
we're talking major, like
because he's kind of like
big
a big
Diplo,
deal.
big
So
All right.
Diplo, dude. That was
Please break it down to
break it
us
down. All right.
step by step. How did this amazing moment in your life where you are DJing back to back with DJ Diplo in Las Vegas? Like, what happened to get you up to that
I
point?
would have fainted.
Dude,
For
I
real.
would have just
it
gone
was.
to.
It felt close. That's for sure. uh, I've been planning like trying to do that kind of thing, like going back, like asking someone to go back to back for a while. I tried it with what's a guy named John Summit at
Oh yeah.
another club like earlier in the year. I have that back to back sign dated from February last year.
Mm.
The back to back with Diplo happened in November, so I've had that thought in my mind forever.
Last year.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh, so I didn't work with John Summit. He just ignored the sign. So after that,
So
I
you
was
legit have a sign?
like on my phone.
Oh,
like,
okay. You so you put up
like
your
you know
phone.
like
Okay,
the
okay,
now
okay,
people
okay.
fucking ask for requests and shit.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was that guy. Anyways,
Okay.
so I was going to Vegas. I go to Vegas every year for F1 weekend.
Ooh.
Like F1 comes in and does like the race on the strip.
Yeah.
I'm going this year.
Oh wait, have you ever actually seen an F1 race?
No, I just go there because they stack the DJ lineup
Oh
like
yeah.
crazy. Like,
Okay.
they put the biggest DJs in.
We were there, right?
Bro,
Last year?
my one of my dreams. I'm not a huge F1 like follower, but I want to go see one legit. We
Yeah.
were in Monaco and they were doing the F1 there.
Oh shit.
But bro, they're so stupid expensive. Like
Yeah, yeah.
you're looking at like 30,000 just
Yeah,
to
it's
like,
ridiculous.
yeah, it's dumb as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
but it.
You're better getting a hotel on the strip where you can. See
But
the
even
track.
those hotels are like jacked up expensive. Like you're looking at 23,000 for a hotel suite.
Damn.
That's gonna face the track or the
You'd be
raceway.
surprised.
I mean, if you got connections,
I got connections. I got.
there you fuck. There you go. See. Okay, so go back to your story.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
So you
So
should. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going. I had the plan to go there that weekend, and I was like, man, who's like a DJ who would be down? Like who would be down? And that night the Chainsmokers were playing, but Diplo was like doing like the after party.
Mm.
So I was like, he's probably just gonna do like a regular house set, right? So I was like, you know what? I think Diplo would do it. I was gonna try it with the Chainsmokers, but it's like two of them, and it's like they have like their sets more like, I know they have more their sets more like planned out a little bit.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to interrupt that. So I knew like, okay, Diplo's just playing a house set, dude. I could definitely get in and just play like 2-3 songs. And I was like, I was hammered. I was so fucked up. But I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. That's how honestly that's how I had the confidence to do it. Because I was at the very front row.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just put it. Oh shit, my bad.
Mm.
I put the sign up, and he looked at me. He looked at me. He like I could I saw he like chuckled a little bit, and he pointed at me. And then there was like two people next to him telling me to come up. And I'm like, holy shit! I felt like my fucking heart sank.
Did it happen pretty quickly?
It
After
happened.
you
No,
saw it?
actually, I tried to go up. Security wouldn't let me up. They're like,
Uh.
no, you can't do that. So then Diplo had to like send one of his like
Yeah.
media people, and the whole time he's like recording me.
That's fucking fire, bro. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, the whole time he's recording me, and we sneak through the security guard,
You got to
fucking-
sneak through.
fucking pushing through like the VIP sections because behind the booth is like all VIP.
What
right?
club is this?
XS at the
okay,
Win
okay.
Encore.
Yeah.
So I'm like pushing through all these people. Then you get up to the booth, and the booth is fucking like packed like sardines. It's shoulder to shoulder. I don't know how people want to stand back there.
Sounds like
'Cause-
Guy,
For
honestly.
real.
No, but it's like imagine Kaya if like we were like packed like sardines, like fucking
Yeah.
shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
It's been like that. It's been like that. a few
Yeah.
Oh man. So I'm like pushing through like the most beautiful women you've ever seen in your life, right? Like fucking like Miami 10s, dude. But I don't give a fuck. I'm like, get the fuck out of my way.
Yeah, I get the
Get the fuck out of my fucking way.
My boy is focused.
Yeah,
He goes,
locked
"This-
in.
I fucking get
So-
up. I see. We finally get up to the booth. I see Diplo, and I dab him up. He tries to lift me up. I fucking almost trip on all these girls, and then I finally I catch my balance, and then I go up there, and he's like, I literally see the dude. I see like Diplo was right in front of me.
Yeah.
I looked
That's
up to
crazy.
I looked up to like his music and shit for years, and like to have him be like right next to me, like I'm about to play with him. That's
Yeah.
fucking insane. And I was like so nervous. And then I'm like, where do I plug
What
in?
does he say? What
He's just like, oh, what's up, dude? Like, let's fucking like let's run it. Like, let's do
Nice.
this. And I asked him like, where do I plug in? He's like, right here on the CDJ. I'm like, okay. And then
You
once
had
I
your
went,
USB?
yeah, always carry that thing.
That's why he always
Always.
ends up playing Akaya because he's ready, bro. He's ready.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, bro. Okay, okay. Uh-huh. So you
So I plug in, right?
onto the decks.
And then that's when like my fucking nerves just like go away. I'm like, okay, this is like nothing. This is the same setup I use back home.
Uh-huh.
There's nothing I've never done before, right? And then we just go back to back. I played a total of 3 songs, and it was crazy. Like we just play back and forth. I'm playing back and forth with fucking one of the biggest DJs ever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they finally cut me off after 3. Like, yeah, you know, he's getting paid big fucking bucks to play there. So like,
Yeah.
he's not gonna let me play too long.
Yeah.
But they got the content, you know.
Yeah.
And then
What did he say after? What did like
he's like, yeah, you killed it, bro. I'm like, it was like, I'm glad you know how to DJ because like he just pulled a random dude from the crowd, right?
Right,
Like,
right.
For all
That
he
was
knows,
a risk. That was a risk.
for all
for
he
him,
knows,
for
like
sure.
I'm a fucking I don't know how to DJ at all, you know.
Yeah.
Luckily I did, and I just dabbed him up, and he was like, all right, you know, we're done here, you know. And then I talked to his video guy who recorded the whole thing.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, oh dude, is there any way you can send me those videos? I think he's like, I think we're gonna make like a TikTok out of it or something.
Uh-huh.
So he's like, just look out for the next couple of days. So the next day, I like it was like I get oh actually
Do they get your socials?
oh yeah the he did because I was
Yeah.
like trying to get the footage, and then eventually they didn't send it to me because they posted the TikTok, and they just
Yeah.
wanted to keep the raw footage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, I remember that night I left the club. I'm waiting for my Uber, and I'm just fucking stoked, dude. I'm like so fucking hyped. I get back to my room, and I'm just fucking like I've never been so excited in my life, dude. I was so
Yeah.
fucking hyped. I started like fucking shadowboxing in my room. I was, like, trying to get fucking, I didn't sleep the whole night, dude. I was like, dude, I can't. There's nothing I can't.
Like
go to
no
sleep.
one's gonna believe this until the video comes
Yeah,
out. You know?
and I posted it on my story
Oh, sick.
of like me because I recorded a little before I got on the decks. I recorded a little video of me just like right next to him, like in the
Yeah.
booth,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone's like messaging me like, "What the fuck?" Like, and at the time I didn't have that many followers. At the time I
Yeah.
only had like 300 or something like that.
Yeah.
But then when he posted the video, I was checked out of my hotel room. I was sitting at the sportsbook because I had a couple hours between my checkout and flight.
Uh-huh.
So I was just sitting at the sportsbook. I get a message from one of my friends, Jackie, who lives in Vegas, and she's like, "You're on Diplo's fucking TikTok," and I'm like, "What?" And I like open my TikTok, and I see Diplo posted like a whole like TikTok about it,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Holy shit!" And I posted on my Instagram. Everyone's fucking freaking out, and then he posts it the next day on his main Instagram.
Yeah.
And that's where it blew up. That's where the video blew up. And like everyone's like reposting it, everyone's fucking stoked for it. And I'm just like, I was just like super overwhelmed, man, because everyone was messaging me saying like congrats. And you're like, when everyone hits you with like congrats and everything, like you don't know what to say almost. Like,
Yeah.
like what do I say?
Yeah.
But I'm also like fucking pumped, man, because I know that's gonna like kickstart my career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it did. It really did. Like
Yeah.
I grew from like 300 followers to like 1,700. I think that's where I like really like once I hit 1,700, really just like stop there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But man, it was fucking awesome. It was like
Fire,
it was
man.
the craziest shit that's ever happened to me. Craziest thing.
Almost like so real.
Yeah.
Like bro, I couldn't believe it at the time. It was
That's-
still. I
that's
thought I
a-
was like living a dream, dude.
It's like a dream movie
It was,
type
man.
of moment. Like it's
Well,
not
I'm
a lot
just-
of people get to live those type of moments. Man.
Well, no, but like I'm just like, you know, and as a DJ, right? As a DJ, like I'm hearing your story, bro, and it's so fucking crazy
Yeah.
because you go from like mom saying like, okay, here's your $50 equipment to like courage, because you've had to had courage to take your phone out. Thank you, liquid courage, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
you were
right, yeah.
Drinking. But even then, you still had to make that conscious decision, and then you had to some degree, if you were fucked up, you had to sober the fuck up, because it's like you're DJing back to back with one of the greats, right?
Yeah.
So like it's like, okay, like this is your make it or break it moment for sure. Like it's
It
one of
was.
those things where like this could either go south really fast, or it could catapult me to this next level of what my level of success.
Yeah.
And to overall see like your picture, it's kind of like But to hear your story, it's kind of like, oh shit, like this is actually like so cool on how like it unveils throughout. As I'm sure, there's been other like great opportunities, but like you look at these two points of reference, like
Yeah.
my beginning, and then this is kind of like what really launched me. It's actually really fucking badass. Like it's actually really cool.
How long after like you started practicing DJing like did that happen?
I was about to hit a year into like doing gigs, so that was
Yeah.
last November. I wasn't even a year into taking gigs at that point.
Wow.
My year anniversary was like a month after that, so like I was
Damn.
like only like 11 months in. That's when that happened, and then like before that year, I was practicing for like a whole year, just trying to like get better,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
learn how to do this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So like for that to happen, not even like a year into me doing gigs is fucking insane.
Yeah.
And like it's like things just have just gotten bigger since then, you know.
Yeah.
I want to know about like your oh shit wow moment. Like, cause you're grinding, right? You're sleeping in your cars, blah blah blah. You're over here, but then you're here. When was your first or your biggest? Would you say that you had your oh shit wow moment?
I
Like,
mean,
and I mean what I mean by that is like, damn, this might be like a big break, and it's gonna catapult me to like this.
it was definitely Go Crazy Chris Brown, right? Because I was sleeping kind of back and forth between my car and like a studio that I was renting out, right? And when the song was going to come out, it was only going to be a mixtape song, right? So I expected it to do just like, I don't know, whatever it did, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, bro, when you're making music, you don't know if shit's going to be a hit. If anybody tells you that they make music and they know it's going to be a hit, they're lying to you because the people choose, not
Right,
you.
right,
You know what I'm saying? And like the timing and everything has to work just like together.
right.
So when the song was coming out, even just having a Chris Brown and Young Thug song for me was like, this is dope as fuck. I don't care if this shit gets 100 plays. I would just know like, oh shit, okay, this level of artist fucks with what I'm doing.
Yeah,
So just knowing that, I'm like, okay, cool. Like I can do anything now, right?
right.
And then obviously a month later, 2 months later, like, the song is the #1 song on the radio in America, #3 song on Billboard Hot 100. It's the longest charting, I think, R&B song of all time on the radio.
Damn.
Like longest running, you know what I'm saying?
How did that make you feel, bro?
Man, I told you,
I'm on top of the world.
for better or for worse, you know what I'm saying? I was on top of the world.
I'm on
man.
PISO21, bro.
And like I said, man, no, for real, man. And I had just turned 21.
Oh
That's
shit!
crazy.
There you
The
go.
timeline is crazy.
So it
bro.
was just like a week or two before it came out, I was
Mhm.
sleeping in a Walmart parking lot. 2 weeks after that, I was sleeping in French Montana's house.
So damn.
Because that's where we made the song. I was working with people who were like signed to him and associated with him, and the writers of that were all signed to him. So I was pulling up to French Montana's house every day, working on music, going back and sleeping in a fucking Walmart parking lot. Just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then to eventually to the point where it just happened, and then everything ended up going well, and I slept there for like a month or two and just started making more music. But it was just like a big like move, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
That's crazy, bro. That's like, was that your oh shit moment? Like, oh fuck.
Oh
like,
yeah,
I'm
man.
doing
Because like I said, I was happy with whatever the song was going to
it.
do.
Sure.
Whether they did 5 plays, a million plays, whatever. I'm like, this is lit. This is dope. That was the first like A-list people that I had on my beats. Before that, it had been like bigger artists and been big people, but it wasn't like people that were getting maybe radio play or that were at that stature, bro. They're like
So, bro,
superstars.
walk me through what was going through your mind when you're like producing this song, when you're producing this thing. Like, what made you pick those sounds and like whatever goes through your artistic, shit. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man. I think like it's just trusting what you like, right? At the end of the day, I was there making that beat by myself, right? Like I made it with 3 people.
But you remember like what state of mind you were at? Like, were you like?
I was
fucking-
hungry, man, because like I said, man, I was in my car. I was sleeping in my car. I'm sleeping at maybe a homie's crib here and there if they let me sleep there. I'm sleeping at my homie's warehouse if he lets me, whatever. Like I'm just like I'm trying to do something with what I have, with the
Right.
talent that I have, and I knew I was talented, but I just needed that shot. I needed that break, and I was just like, man, I was trying to just show everybody like, I'm
Yeah.
here, man,
In that time period, like how many beats were you fucking pumping out per day?
Probably like 10 to 15.
Yeah, so when you specifically made that beat, were you thinking like, oh, this is the one, or was it? Just
No.
a
I
beat
knew
in
it
a
was dope
batch?
as hell. I knew the beat was dope as fuck. Like, I remember. So the thing is, like, I was working with 2 friends of mine, right? And we made the song. It wasn't even supposed to be for Chris. we were just making music, and then they asked for records, and we sent them the record. So the original version, right, is really similar to what you hear to his, but it was still different. It wasn't Chris. It was two different people.
Yeah.
But I thought it was dope as fuck. Like I said, I'm not thinking nothing of it. Like I'm just trying to make cool
Like,
records.
oh, we
Like
just made another.
I hadn't done anything up to that point like that was that big. So
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily have like that like yeah like this is what I do like you know what I'm saying. I'm like fuck. I'm still trying to prove myself. You know, and I think that record just kind of like it shot me through the door and just made me prove myself because to keep it a buck, bro, like it was hard as hell for that record to even come out. Like my manager had to do a bunch of stuff for that record to come out. Like, and that record wasn't even the first single or not even the second single. It was the third single because the people picked it. The audience picked it.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. So like just for it to work out like that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just trusting myself and my abilities and hoping that somebody else would see my vision. And it just ended up working like that.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, thank God once it got to that point, like once it happened, I'm like, okay, cool. Now I'm here. Like, you know, nobody can take this moment away from me.
Yeah.
You
'Cause
know?
correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys literally built out like the template of what it basically sounds like, right? Like as far as
For
the
sure, for
hook.
sure. I would say like
The-
the
but-
song that we did is like 80% there.
Yeah. So like the hook and even the verses and shit, we're already.
But Chris turned it into like he turned it into a record, man. He
Yeah,
turned it
yeah,
into
yeah,
a smash.
of
Like
course.
our record was a little bit more chilled out, not as thought out. He fucking knocked it out to the park, man. But that's what he
Yeah.
does. He's
Yeah.
a superstar. There's a reason why he's
Yeah.
doing what he's doing and
Did you
selling out
meet? Did
arenas.
you meet Chris?
Yeah, I met him a few times.
Yeah.
And it's just like yeah, I mean, but still, man, I haven't slowed down since then. I'm still making 10 15 beats a day damn
Yeah.
near, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen it, bro. I've seen it. I pulled up to the studio. He's like, "Oh yeah, bro." Literally, we sit down for an hour. He made 4 beats.
So is this studio like exclusive, or do you welcome like anyone
No.
that's, like-
Yeah, it's Backroom Studio. Shout out Backrooms, man. It's here in Tigard, Oregon, and that's literally the whole point why we built it. It's supposed to feel like it's welcoming to people of all ages, all genres, all walks of life, and just making it feel like there's a place that you can go to where you have an opportunity to make something happen.
Right.
You know, because when I was coming up in the Oregon scene, there was nobody ahead of me that I could look up to. There wasn't somebody that I'm like, man, like they did this record or they did this stature of stuff. Like, let me go ask him for some advice. Like, I made all the mistakes, and I learned everything basically on my own, right? Because I didn't have anybody to kind of reach out to. Like, I just had to figure it out. And so the reason we built the studio is so like primarily also like younger kids can feel like, oh damn, like these artists are going to the studio. Like I'm from here and I feel like I can make something happen. Like these guys are in the same place that I am. You know, because that's the biggest thing. Like the biggest thing I feel like for somebody to be successful is to be able to look around them and to see it, right? To be like, yeah, I can do it too. They're my skin color.
Yeah.
They're from the same place that I am. Like they're, you know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest thing. It's just like,
That's huge.
and it don't matter if they're my skin color, but I'm just saying, just having somebody that you can look at and be like, you know what? They're right there, man. They live 45 minutes away, or that's this studio, and this person's coming to the studio. So what's holding me back from doing it?
It's about like the highest pinnacles you reach. Like talk to us about like even some like celebrity moments or like even some shit that you're like, you know what, that was a staple to my career.
Yeah, so a lot of people talk about that Travis Scott night on my Instagram about a month ago.
Oh shit.
So what happened was, shout out to my boy DJ TM Select, my guy, my right hand man. I had sent him to cover that spot because I was tired that day. I had to do a dinner party that I do, Philippe downtown, and then I was supposed to do Mirror Lounge after it. But I was tired. I was like, yo, go take that set, hold it down. He got there, and as I'm leaving Philippe, he's like, yo, they just got alerted that Future's on the way, because I guess Future's a regular there. It's a brand new hookah spot in the city.
Okay.
They said, so Future's on the way. Like, you want to come hold it down with me? I said, all right, bet. I'm with it. Boom. Future comes, chilling in the section with us, not really talking to us, but all his people. The DJ booth is the VIP section. Kind of like Kai, like, how people are behind me. Same thing in Mirror, same thing. So, Future's with his people. Then all of a sudden, boom, Travis Scott starts walking in. I'm like, yo, TM, you know the history with this guy and the laptops. we gotta make sure we keep him happy. So boom, he comes in. I'm only playing Travis Scott stuff, and then there, boom, the video on my Instagram. He comes up. He's like, "Yo, take us uptown." I'm like, "I bet." I put Bing Bong. and he starts DJing on my laptop because I know he DJs a little bit too. And the crazy thing was, I'll
This
give him
was
a lot of
Travis?
props. Travis Scott. Mhm.
Okay.
Give him a lot of props. I was only on the mixer, Shadow. Like I wasn't on. There was 2 CDJs, but we couldn't connect. I was only on the mixer. He's hitting the right cue points. He's hitting WS to start play. Like he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
I give him props for that because a lot of DJs don't even know the keyboard shortcuts.
Yeah.
But boom, so he'll take us uptown. He starts DJing this that. Everything went well. He's showing me love and stuff. He didn't want any videos, so I will disclose it. The camera that the video is on my Instagram. He ended up attempting to smash it because he didn't want any videos, but it didn't work. It still works. That's how I got the video.
The 360
But
camera.
I understand. Yeah, it was a 360 cam, and my boy had it set up, and he forgot it was set up there because my boy put up his phone to take the video first, and then his security was like, "Yo, put it down." But then we forgot that he had the 360 camera set up. So Travis,
That's not like that little thin one, or is
yeah,
it
like a little skinny, like like the little square.
Yeah.
Travis took it, boom, smashed it. Which I understand, but I don't at the same time.
Yeah.
But it didn't break though, thankfully.
So
That was
why?
footage.
Okay, so shout out to that 360 camera. If you
Yeah,
want
still
some,
alive.
so if you want some
Yeah.
like durable camera, that's probably the one
Yeah,
you
no,
need
he
to
was
get.
smashing it at
Because
least 4 times.
it is Travis Scott like approved. So like,
And I know,
he can't-
like that's what I said when he walked in. I know how he gets. I understand. Like if something doesn't go his way, he starts smashing laptops and stuff. But thankfully, he was fine with me. Like I had everything that he wanted. One song I didn't have was like a Jack Boy song, and he's like, "Yo, you got to get in tune." I'm like, "Yo, my bad. I could download it for you." He was like, "All right, bet, download it." That was it. Boom. Everything. He was dapping me up, showing love, and then every other celebrity you could think of almost came in. Chris Brown, A Boogie, Shaq West, Cash Cobain, like all New York. Like it was New York Fashion Week, so everybody was down there.
yeah.
But yeah, it was bro. That was
Bro,
that-
how
that
do
was
you
a crazy
feel
thing.
in this environment? Because for me, I'd be like, "Oh shit, what
Yeah.
the fuck?" That
Yeah,
sucks,
everybody's
so-
like, "Yo, how do you stay so calm?" It's like, listen,
So Guy ain't shit right now to you. You're just, yeah, just like he's
no,
like,
I'm talking about with with the celebrities. Like, how do you stay so calm with all these celebrities? And I just look at them like, bro, like at that time, I have a job. No matter what, I don't care who walks in the spot. My job is to make anybody in there happy. You know, with the music and whatever I say on the mic, anything. So I can't be, I wouldn't fanboy over these people anyway. I'm not, I've never been like that. Like,
right.
A Boogie is my favorite artist of all time. DJ with him like a few times, talked to him a few times. Like I'll never be like a little fanboy to anybody. So that's just, I guess that's just who I am. But yeah, when Travis walked in, honestly, I like Travis a lot, but I was like, damn, my laptop might be done for after tonight.
Yeah.
Because I know he's got some history. But like I said, we was cool. Everything was fine. Besides him breaking my boy's camera, that was the only problem.
That's sick, bro. Like, and I think this is why it now makes sense that you're like, these connections and these like
Everything.
because you're really out there, and it's all about like marketing. You're still marketing yourself.
Everything.
Because that right there is very important, like how you perform, because you don't really know who's listening.
Never. It could be
Ever.
10 people in the club, and that one person could be the biggest promoter in the city. Like,
Exactly,
you never
bro.
know.
Like,
That's
yo,
why
like-
your network is your net worth. That's a thing that I go by a lot
Yup.
heavy.
Yo,
Yeah.
I actually
No doubt.
believe that 100%.
Your network is your net worth. All the connections you have, at least,
So you were
network.
chill, cool, calm, collective. Like it was
bro,
fun.
Listen, like I said, I was worried about my laptop. Like, that's it. I did not want him smashing my shit. That would have been really.
That was a
bad.
month
I'm not
ago?
backed up. Yeah, I think it was maybe the end of August, early September.
De hecho, Mata nace con mi papá porque él descubrió esta pasión por el café.
¿Cómo lo descubrió? ¿Cómo de un día al otro te despiertas y dices, yo voy a hacer café?
Es súper interesante porque mi familia, la familia Mata, es una familia muy reconocida por producir mango en Colombia. Y mi papá trabajaba con mi tío en la finca de mango y se fue a estudiar ingeniería de agricultura en Colombia. Y cuando él estaba en la universidad aprendió sobre café y se enamoró. Y se enamoró de muchos cafés y se dio cuenta, de hecho, que en Colombia no se sacaba todo el potencial del café como él deseaba sacarlo. Entonces él aprendió a hacer café. Y te estoy diciendo esto cuando él tenía como 19, 20 años.
¿Cuántos
Y
años tiene ahora él?
Como
¿Cómo se llama tu
50.
papá? Empezamos
Manuel
ahí.
Mata.
Manuel Mata, un saludo
Mata.
desde Portland, Oregon.
De Sensei. Mi papá, cuando estaba en la universidad, aprendió mucho de café y se enamoró, empezó a trabajar para la Federación Nacional de Cafeteros y se volvió como una de las personas que más saben de café en mi región. Y así empezó como a asesorar otras fincas y un día dijo como yo quiero empezar mi propia finca de
¿De dónde
café.
de dónde es tu familia? ¿Tu papá?
Santa Marta, Colombia.
Santa Marta, ok.
Sí.
So ahí es donde está la
Es como
finca.
el norte de Colombia. Producimos café en la Sierra Nevada, que es como the baby's mountain in the world.
Ah, ok.
Es una finca que nació
Pero
a
es
la
costa,
orilla.
Santa Marta es costa.
Santa Marta es costa y ahí iba a decir que es una Sierra Nevada que nació a la orilla del mar y es la más reciente de todo el mundo.
Oh,
Tiene
shit.
como, no sé, pero es como la última que ha nacido a la orilla del mar.
Ajá.
Imagínatela como Hawái. La ciudad es como, tienes las montañas y el
Oh,
mar ahí
ok,
mismo.
ok.
Y para no desviarme,
Ajá, ajá.
él empezó a producir café y desde hace 20 años ha ido como incrementando la calidad de sus cafés y como teniendo más reconocimiento a nivel
Desde hace
mundial.
20 años ya está haciendo
Sí,
esto.
sí. Y él producía cafés y lo exportaba como café verde por muchos años a muchos países.
Mm.
Y justo cuando yo entré a la universidad fue que pude como aprender de todo eso que mi papá hacía. Estaba estudiando finanzas y comercio exterior
¿En
en
Colombia?
Colombia y cada vez que hacíamos como un plan exportador, era como, bueno, vayan y busquen una empresa, un producto y, ok, ¿qué empresa y productos puede haber en Colombia más que empresas de café?
Ujú,
Entonces yo decía, ay, yo me sé esto, pero
ujú.
porque había escuchado a mi papá toda la vida hablar de eso. Entonces se me hizo muy fácil hablar del café. Incluso en la universidad me decían como The Coffee Queen, porque lo único que yo
Here
podía
comes
hablar,
Starbucks. No, I'm just kidding.
literal, lo único.
She's like, she's like, shut the fuck up.
Ya. Lo único de lo que yo hablaba era de café. Santa Marta es una tierra muy tropical, produce banano, mango, café, limones.
Ujú.
Entonces, mi familia producía mango. Mi papá fue la oveja descarriada que se fue hacia el
Exacto.
café por gusto. Y literal le invirtió mucha energía y mucho tiempo para aprender de café. Y él es el único de la familia que se puso a producir café él solo.
Ok.
Que contó con la suerte de que tiene una hija muy inteligente que decidió seguir los pasos. Y como que me transmitió esa pasión, pero siempre...
¿Es nada más tú o tienes otros hermanos,
No,
hermanas?
solamente soy yo, soy hija única. Y
¿En
por eso,
serio?
cuando creamos Mata, en mi cabeza siempre estaba como, ¿cuál es el legado que le puedo dar a mi papá?
Yes.
Porque esto no es mi pasión, esto es Aura haciéndole realidad los sueños a su papá.
Oh.
Él siempre, no te pongas sentimental. Pero cuando tú compartes la pasión con tus hijos, en alguna forma ellos van a querer hacerlo llevar un poco más lejos.
Claro.
Entonces, él tenía esta pasión, él sabía cómo hacer muy buen café, pero él estudió ingeniería y agricultura. Yo estudié negocios. Entonces,
Se complementan.
yo solamente tomé lo que él tiene y pues lo puse en un envase
So, si
bonito.
tuviésemos a tu papá aquí enfrente de nosotros y Sharo le hiciera una pregunta, right? Sharo le dijera, ¿cómo usted se siente de Aura? ¿Qué es lo que piensas, qué piensas que tu papá diría de ti?
Am,
Puedes tomar un trago si quieres. She's like, that's a tough question.
yo pienso que él está orgulloso. Él siente, a veces hablamos y me dice, ¿puedes creer dónde está Mata? Porque yo he estado hablando de Mata desde que tengo memoria y el crecimiento que ha tenido Mata en los últimos 10 años es gigante. A ver, nosotros no somos una familia que tiene abundancia, nosotros hemos trabajado muy duro. Entonces, tener dos cafeterías en Santa Marta ahora mismo, la primera cafetería en Estados Unidos, significa un montón para una familia clase media del tercer mundo, ¿sí me explico? Entonces,
Yeah.
él a veces es como, I just don't believe it.
Ajá. Yo
Like,
tampoco. Literal, no lo creo.
sí.
Pero, obviamente.
My YouTube's been doing really good because I've been posting those DJ mixes.
Ujú.
So
Correct
those
me
have
if
been
I'm
going
wrong.
crazy.
You got your first like million views, right?
Yeah, I got my first. It's at 1.5 now, 1.5 million
Sick.
now.
Damn. This guy, bro.
Fire.
I'm just gonna walk out right now. Fuck it. This is crazy.
Yeah, so the mixes have been doing really good. I think people are really liking that type of content. So we're kind of building a little something there with those mixes. And then yeah, just trying to make the transition to vlogs and streaming.
That's
That's a
fire.
vibe, bro. Actually, I had a question because I do think your DJ videos are really really good. Like the vibe like the vibe you're able to capture is like that's
Right.
what any DJ would want in his video, you know? Like
Of course.
how do you go about planning out that to make sure like you have the right group of people? Because we tried it here, actually right there,
Yeah.
and everyone was just like tea party, like fucking standing around.
Yeah. It was like that until people got drunk. But,
Exactly.
But you're
But that
right.
was till the very end, you know. Like, so how do you go about planning like getting the right people, you
Right.
know, the right setting, all that?
So for the first few that we did, I do it back home in Canada, with some of my boys. They have this little group called Algarete, and they do events out in Montreal. For that, the way we selected people is just kind of people that we knew were a vibe. You know, we knew people that didn't need to be drunk, to be vibing. That just go to the events that we throw, and they're just always having a good time. So we started off just inviting those people, that we knew, you know, they were going to be comfortable on camera. They were going to be cool with dancing, singing, you know, playing up to the camera. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
A lot of the times, like, vibing isn't enough. You know, you got to know that you're being filmed, and you got to play up to the camera a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
we
a
started,
big one, I
yeah. So we started selecting people sort of in that aspect that we knew, you know, they were gonna kill it on camera, essentially.
Yeah.
And then once it started taking off, it was just a little bit easier. You know, people were kind of volunteering. You
Yeah,
know,
like,
like
yo, I
they
wanna
were
be in
seeing the
this
vibe. I want to be in it. And now a lot of the times it's just easier. You know, like people, I show them exactly what it's going to be, and it's like, are you comfortable doing this? Are you going to be a good time? And if not, then
Get
they
the
just
fuck
kinda,
out.
they just kind of weed themselves out. Because at the end of the day, like when we do those events, it is to have fun and enjoy it, but it's with a bigger purpose. You know, it's like sort
Yeah.
of like we're doing it as a job almost.
Yeah.
So,
you want to
know?
make a good product.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So although we want people to come have fun and enjoy it, it's still at the end of the day, you know, like you're here for this purpose, you know.
Yeah.
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 So that's kind of how we treat it. You know, we let people know very, very clearly, you know, we're gonna be filming, and that's what you're there for. You know.
Yeah.
We'll have alcohol and you can party and have fun, but make sure like this is your main priority.
And I think going back to the camera concept, I think that, but that's where we fucked up.
Yeah.
Because we had people that like aren't comfortable like to be in front of the camera, and they're like they're behind the cameras, and shit,
Right,
vibing
right.
behind the camera.
We just have people we love, but they're not.
It wasn't to be like they just were not gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go, and it was all behind. There was cameras, DJ, and then everyone was behind the cameras. I was like, yo, like
Yeah.
you guys can come over here and like, you know.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. Like, if you ever try to do like an event like that, what I would recommend DJs is like, just be transparent. You know, like a lot of times you just want to invite people to have the numbers, but once the people show up, it's like they're back there like this on their phones, and they're not really
Yeah.
acting.
Oh, yeah.
Like, make sure you let people know. You know, even if it's
phone.
5 people that are really comfortable on camera, it's gonna be better than 20 people that are just
They're
kind of
just-
just
yeah,
standing.
That's
there.
true.
Yeah.
That's
You
true.
know.
Yeah. Write that down, Shadow. Write that down.
For real.
Okay, cool. Let's step away a little bit from the social media and the DJ stuff. We'll get back to that because there's some shit like there's some questions that I do actually have for that. But EP, you mentioned Canada a few times, right?
Yeah.
Where is that where you're from? For real?
Well, I was born in Mexico.
Hey.
Born and raised in Mexico till I was 10 years old, and then at 10, my mom got married in Canada. It's called Ottawa. It's the capital of Canada. So
Ottawa,
we
yeah.
moved over there, and then I just been living there ever since.
She got married to a Canadian.
No, he's actually from El Salvador, but he lives over there.
So your mom is from Mexico.
My mom's Mexican, born and raised, lived there her whole life. And then we went on vacation. My cousin lived in Canada at that time.
Uh-huh.
So we went to visit her. And my mom met one of my cousin's friends. He's from El Salvador. And then they just hit it off and then got married.
Oh shit! And then you just stayed there, or you?
Well, we moved kind of with that purpose. You know, my mom knew that she was gonna get married.
Oh.
And obviously, you know, it's better opportunities, better life. So me and my mom moved over there, and then we've just been there ever since.
So how is that living in Canada? Like when you come here, you go through customs all the time, and
I mean, anytime I cross over to Canada, so to come here, I have to go through customs in Canada, and then once I get in Canada, I have to go through customs again. Yeah.
so you have your residency over there.
No, I'm a citizen now.
You're Canadian
I'm a Canadian
citizen.
citizen. Yeah.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, give it up to our first Canadian in the podcast. Right here. This is EP the Latino / Canadian. That's crazy. So how is living in? I mean,
You
you're.
be the Canadian.
I mean, you be the
Me too, the
Canadian.
Canadian.
So how is like for a Mexican? Because I'm sorry, bro. You're Mexican to me. Like I don't know. I don't know what's that.
You know, at first when I was younger, it was definitely very different. You know,
Yeah.
a few years ago, Latin culture wasn't what it is now that it's so prominent. And especially in my city, it's a very small city.
What's it called? Ottawa.
Ottawa.
Ottawa,
Yeah, so
okay.
it's the capital. It's in between Montreal and Toronto, which are the
So
bigger cities.
you speak French a little bit?
I don't. It's a French speaking city, but I just never liked French, bro.
No,
No, I never rocked with it, so I didn't learn.
but you hear it out there a lot. Like you.
Well, in my city, because it's a government city,
Mhm.
it's like a lot of the jobs like you have to speak French.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a requirement, but I just never rocked with it. I don't know.
You,
Yeah,
Was
never-
it hard to kind of get by without French?
No, honestly, no, because it's English is the first language,
Mm.
so you're fine without French. But you know, if you want to get like a lot of these like government high upper jobs, you have to
Yeah.
know French. But I was never like into working for the.
I just have a
government.
quick question, real quick. Do they don't drink in Canada, huh?
What do you mean?
No, they just people don't drink overall, or
Like alcohol?
He's like, bro, people drink all over the
Yeah.
world.
no? That's
our-
crazy.
our legal age-
Because we poured that drink like damn near 40 minutes ago, and that shit not moved, bro. Look. He puts it up to his lips, kisses it, and then drops it back down. They do not drink in Canada.
Bro, my boy just kissed the
Nah,
ice
fun,
cube.
fun
Yeah,
fact.
yeah.
Fun fact. Drinking age over there is 19.
Yeah, isn't it? I thought it was 18.
It's 18 in Quebec, which is like the French speaking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but-
yeah. You go to clubs and bars out there, bro, and there's little kids there, like, because they look so young, and like, you know what I mean, like 21 here. They,
Yeah, like,
out of high
if you go to Montreal, it's 18, and you know when it's 18, you know there's sometimes there's underagers with fake IDs, or you have like
Oh, yeah.
fucking 16-year-olds there sometimes.
yeah, which is fucking kind of weird to think about. Honestly,
Crazy.
But
Yeah,
that
you
is-
gotta sometimes you gotta be careful. You know, if you're ever in Montreal, you know, maybe take a couple extra precautions.
Is there anything like along those points that you would pivot back to and say, "Oh, I would definitely change that. Like, I probably would not maybe do that one thing I did."
Brother, I don't think I would have changed anything. Maybe the only thing is not starting YouTube earlier. But at the same time, I feel like I was prepared at that stage of my life. You get me? So it's just that's where I say like everything has its time.
Sure.
So honestly, I wouldn't backtrack or take anything back. I feel like my process was what it was, and it was good, and it's got me to this point, and hopefully it gets me to even bigger goals, bigger realms of what I want to do in life. And bro, honestly, I wouldn't change anything, bro.
Yeah.
But I definitely would have loved to start YouTube maybe like at 2021 or something like that, because so right during the COVID era, YouTube was crazy. Like if you look at the YouTube DJ mixes at that time, like you could have been a regular DJ, like DJing like in a kitchen, and you'll put like 60 million views. So it's like there's some of these DJs that had that little like that bump in the beginning of that COVID, that wave of like people being at the house and just listening to so many mixes,
Yeah.
that it made their fame way crazier, way faster
Yeah.
than like a DJ like me that I started like 3 or 4 years after. So it's part of life though. Like, I'm not tripping about it.
No, yeah, sure. Whether God or the universe or a higher up, like it everything, like you said, has its like it's at its time, and you just don't argue that, right?
I still feel like you came in earlier than a lot of people though. 'Cause
Really?
now it's so saturated. Like now in this day and age, it's like everyone wants to do their own mix.
I do think I started like in the last wave of like the ones that were gonna get that like little COVID
Yeah.
bump, I guess. But honestly, where I feel like my channel like really sparked and like performed well was because I was doing something different that people weren't. And that's why I always recommend to creators, entrepreneurs, anything, that if you want to do something, you could learn from people I've done in the past. Like there's a bunch of DJs that have done DJ mixes. There's millions of DJs that have done DJ mixes.
Yeah.
But if you go on YouTube, for example, not to like toot my own horn or anything, but there's not a lot of DJs that do what I do. So like I do production, like what we were talking about earlier. I do productions in my videos. I bring dancers. I'll go. I every single week in Miami, I'm looking or building a set or looking for a club, a bar, or a restaurant, a venue, anything that I could film a DJ mix at, that could bring like the dynamic of what I'm looking for that mix, and like bring it out and make it that much better. You get me? So like for example, I did a Hora Loca mix. I contracted like 2 girl dancers, 2 people on stilts. I had a venue with like this beautiful like LED screens. Like I did a whole production, prepared it, multi cameras, like 360 drones, like all this craziness. And then people are like, "Oh, like why do you do all of that? You're just mixing." But it's not about that. You have to sell an experience to a person. You get me?
Right.
If someone clicks on a video and sees you DJing and they like your music, it's gonna be dope. Like they're gonna enjoy. They're gonna connect with you. Now, if someone clicks on a video, sees you dancing with 2 dancers, people on stilts, like a crazy production, you don't think that's gonna catch a little bit more? You get me? It's gonna be like, wow, like this guy's taking the time, he's taking the effort to do something different for our entertainment. You get me? And people appreciate that, bro. And the reason I say that is not because I just want to say it. I've seen in the comments, like there's people that tell me, like, they're like, yo, your production is crazy. Like this is insane. This is beautiful. Like the time, the effort that you put to your videos is like, it's amazing. Like I'm like, wow. And then like when someone comments that, that's when I'm like, wow. So people are appreciating this. So let's even do it bigger.
Yeah.
You get me? And that's where I want to eventually like do bigger mixes and even incorporate bigger artists into my mixes and maybe do live mixes with artists and stuff like that. So
That's fucking fire.
that would be the dope thing. Yeah.
Would you say, or actually, yeah, because now you got me wondering, like, damn, I want to see where he started, like your first mix. Like, I want to see how that looked compared to like your newer mixes.
Honestly, I feel like I started at a really good point. I started directly with like a videographer. Well,
Dope.
actually, I filmed my first mixes on my phone, but it wasn't DJ YouTube mixes. It was more like TikTok and like short form content. And then my long form, the first ever mix I did, I had a videographer that he's one of the people that's helped me like really like pop off. He's like one of my social media like managers / like guides. And he was my he is my videographer till now. But he's the one who told me like, hey, look, like I feel like for your first mix to like hit the algorithm in like a way, like the correct way, let's do it with like professional cameras and like stuff like that. And it was good, but it wasn't like what you see now.
Right.
But it was like a 3 camera, like 4K video. Like it was dope.
Nice.
But honestly, the performance and like you could tell I was a little more shy. Like the how I would engage with the camera because people don't understand how much goes into that, bro. Like
I noticed
I'm
that,
pretty
bro.
sure,
You're literally like,
yeah, I'm like pointing at the camera nowadays. I'm singing, I'm
That's fucking
smiling.
right.
I'll stick on my tongue. Like it's like I'm having a good time because at the end of the day, you have to think, what are people going to use the mix for? Aside from like, let's say cleaning or something, they're going to use it for a party.
Yeah.
They're going to use it for a get together. They don't want a DJ that's, you get me? Like, it's just like boring. They want entertainment. They want something that they click on and you're like, yo, like this guy's having a great time. Let's have a great time with him. And bro, you'd be surprised. People party with me the day-to-day basis that I don't even know. Like it's crazy. And it's a dope thing, bro. It's a dope thing.
I'm literally about to have a party here, and I'm gonna fucking play this shit.
You better play that.
Yeah, it's gonna be like, let's go, bro. It's so interesting that you say that because I feel like people gravitate off of your vibe, like and you have such a great vibe, and I do see that because I've obviously pulled out mixes, as we're cleaning or we're getting ready for like to head out. And there is very so often DJs that do exactly what you just said, where it's just like, they're playing their, they're doing their shit.
Which is cool. Like, don't get me wrong, not trying to send hate or anything.
Right,
Like,
right.
Everything possibility, positive vibes.
Yeah.
Positive vibes always. But the thing is that I'm just stating what worked for me. You get me?
Exactly.
So it's like, there's DJs that have done it and it's super dope, but I feel like that's how you really could connect to a person. You get me?
Yeah.
Like, it's a dope thing.
Bro, how do you stay like motivated and shit like that? Like, how do you stay creative?
Bro, creativity, there's obviously I have some of these creative blocks sometimes, but bro, staying creative, I guess it's just following trends. I feel like trends are very important, especially in social media. And then I feel like a lot of people try to not look at other DJs or not study their market. And that's super, super false. Like, you need to study your market. You need to study what's working and do it at your own style. I will always say, like,
Fire.
like I'm not the first DJ to ever drop a mix.
Sure.
But maybe I'm the first DJ to ever drop a mix with, like I said, 4 dancers and this crazy production, people on stilts. You get me? So it's like, that's where you do stuff and you change it up and you put your, like how I like saying, your flow to it, your style to it. And that, bro. It's just I feel like that's the most important thing though. And like what really like motivates me, bro, is it's just that the people, bro, the people supporting me, and it's just a dope thing, man.
That's
And
gotta be a
I
sick-ass
appreciate so
feeling.
much everybody that supports me, bro. Like I have almost 170 to 80,000 people listening to my mixes on a day-to-day basis, and on the weekend is it goes up to like 300,000 people on the day.
Bro, you got your audience right now. What do you want to tell them? Like,
Brother, I don't even have the words to describe how much I appreciate everybody, bro. Well, I don't know. Yeah, this is my camera right here in the middle, but all three of them, any of the cameras,
I'm just
everybody.
practicing like the pointing situation.
Yeah, I got you.
I'ma start
I'll give you a tutorial.
Yeah,
don't
okay,
worry.
okay,
But yeah,
fuck.
man, like what I was saying, like shout out to everybody that's ever supported me. Any mix, a like, a view, subscribing to the channel, anything, bro. Like I appreciate everybody, and it's just a blessing that I could do this and what I love every single day, bro.
That's
It's a
so
blessing.
fucking fire, bro. That's got to be a feeling like that. That's gratifying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're like, okay, this is why I wake up and I do this shit. Because, you know, you got people that really do follow like your craft and your work. And it shows you that your hard work is not just in vain. Like, you know, it's actually being appreciated, which, God, that's so sick.
It's dope. It's dope.